Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess, and today we're going to go through all of these Christmas cards that we received this year. We're going to make some items out of them and recycle these. Now, if you don't want to recycle them, there are places like St. Jude and other places that will take them and they recycle them into new cards. And they are really, really nice to do if you want to donate those cards. I have gathered some items. We're going to make some Christmas card tags by hand. Now, if you don't want to do it by hand, you can go out and buy you one of those fancy little punch things that will punch out the card for you, and all you have to do is punch a hole in it, put your ribbon through it, and you're done. But I have some of these wood cutouts. You buy a bag of these at Hobby Lobby. I think Walmart still carries them. There may be some other stores. And I'm going to attach some cards on both sides of this and make a cute little ornament. And this can also decorate your packages or your Christmas tree. I have pulled out a couple of different cookie cutters. I use cookie cutters a lot to make my patterns with, so this would be really cute to use, and you can actually see what you're cutting out when you use these. I pulled out canning lids. You can make ornaments or coasters out of these, and I pulled out the flats so that we can cut out the circles to fit it. I have a lot of patterns that I have cut out. Also, these were cut out of old cereal boxes, so you can see the cereal box on the back, but that's a little ornament shaped one. A little gingerbread person, a stocking, a star. These were cut out with cookie cutters, y'all. And then this is another fat gingerbread person. Then I did a little geometric cutout there. I thought that would be kind of cute. You could kind of hang it at an angle. You can cut out rectangles, squares, triangles, just about any shape. Here's another little stocking that I did. And then I also had some of this plastic that has the marking on it, and I cut those out as well. So we're going to be doing them by hand. You're going to need some glue. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need some Mod Podge if you do these ornaments, because you want to Mod Podge over them. You're going to need a hole punch. You're going to need ribbon. You're going to need some kind of applique brush that you can brush your glue on to those wood pieces. And you're going to need a good pair of scissors. And of course, you're going to need lots and lots of Christmas cards to work with. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of cards. This one I just cut around the thing in the card that I liked. You can actually cut out what you want on the card, glue it on there, and do a little sewing or crochet edge on it. And I had another one, but I don't know what I did with it. I'll look at my bag because I've got lots of these things in here. You can simply cut out a square and make a tag out of it, out of any card. Or you can get really creative if you've got a lot of time, and you can actually decorate the edges with some yarn, embroidery floss, or whatever kind of floss that you have. Let's see if I've got any more. You can use picking shears. Just any number of ways to do this. You can do an in and out stitch along the edge of your card and make it look like it's hand sewn. You can do all kinds of things with these. Now, one of the other things I do is I'll pull cards that have like a 3D effect. So this one has a little stone on it right there. You can kind of see it and it sticks out. And this one has an attached piece on it. So I save these and I will make new cards out of these. Or I might put them on a bag, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then I pull all of my cards that has glitter on it. I don't really particularly like working with glitter, so I'm not going to do that, but you can also glitter all the edges of your tags. You could put rickrack on it, you could put ribbon, you could put lace, you could do a number of things to make it personalized. But I just did a pinking sheer edge on that. It's not perfect, but it will look lovely on a bag, and that will be decorating a plain bag. I'll show you those in a moment. Here's another one that's really pretty, and it's got a little verse with it. And so you could just about do anything with these cards that you want. And here's a really pretty scene. I thought that would be pretty on a bag. And it's full of glitter. So you'll be sparkly when you're finished. So I pulled out 2 bags. I have a big bag that I had bought for a gift. And I have a small bag, but you could also use the paper bag, lunch bags, and fold over the top. Put you, like they did inside of this, you put a piece of paper across there and make your handle. And you have a bag that you can use as a gift. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in this little episode here. And I think I've shown you everything that I've got ready. Let's see. So this card, I would probably just cut out the Madonna and baby. It's pretty straightforward. You would go down the lines of this, and it would make a very pretty tag. And this snowman, although he is sparkly, and for some reason I got, okay, there's 2 snowmen. That's why I had them together. I would cut around the snowmen and make tags out of those. Here's a lovely little Christmas tree that you could easily cut into strips and attach to a card, or you could just cut it out and make a tag out of it. And another snowman would be really easy to cut out, or you could use this on one of your bags. It's really, really cute. And this one is pretty much a tag already, so all you have to do is cut down one side. This one has the cute little stockings on it. I thought that was really, really cute. And this one is really simple. You're going to cut across the bottom and make that little circle there. And you're going to cut across the top. And you're going to include that Christmas tree in your tag. And you want to save the Merry Christmas at the bottom because you can use that on a 3D card. So that's some ideas just to get you started. So we also have this card. I thought that was really pretty and simple, and I could easily make that into another card, or I could cut out something like that, or like that, to get some of the ornaments, or just cut out the ornaments. I thought that was really cute. So I've gave you some ideas. We're going to get into actually cutting some of these cards up and making them into beautiful keepsake tags that we can use year to year. So let's get started. Okay, I've pulled a few cards. This one just says Happy Holidays. And so I'm going to just use, because it's a circle, I'm going to try to get that in that. So I'm just going to trace around it, and hopefully I get it pretty much centered. So we just trace around, and we're going to cut this out. And it doesn't take much time. So I've traced around it, and I'm just going to cut it out. And it's going to pick up that little flicker at the bottom, but I don't think it's going to really show. It depends on how you put it into your ring. And you don't have to be perfect with this, y'all. It's homemade. You want it to look homemade. And if you mess up when you're cutting, you can always add something to the edge to fill in. And I am not a perfect cutter by any means. So I've cut it out. You would actually place this inside, and it would be like that as an ornament, or you could place it in this direction as an ornament, and you could place one of those cute little Christmas trees that I got at the antique store. Okay, if you were going to use this as an ornament and you wanted to place a little Christmas tree or some kind of a little embellishment in there, you could. I think that would be really, really cute. So I wanted to show you that idea. Of course, I would probably use a different card if I was doing the little trees, but I thought, you know, that's a great way to recycle those. And it would be so, so cute. And then you would use it ribbon or gimp or something to hang this with. You can actually use your old canning rings that have rusted and paint them, and your used canning lids for the backing of it. So that would be just a simple, cute ornament or package decoration that you could do. And you could actually put a blank piece of paper on the back and write their name and the date and all that on it. So I thought that would be really, really cute. Okay, I've already cut this out, but I wanted to get this too, so I used this cookie cutter, traced around it, and that is an adorable little tag that you can use, and you can actually put your hole up here in the pink part, or you could put it right there, wherever you want to put it. You got enough space to write on the back, and so you would string your ribbon through that. So I'm going to just cut a piece of ribbon. You don't have to have a very long piece of ribbon. So you're just going to string your ribbon through. And you're going to leave your ends open so that when you tie it on, you can tie it on to the package, onto your bow, or however you decorate your package. And so I've got the tag attached now. Isn't that a cute little tag? This is now pretty much trash, so I can throw that one away. I thought this these clear ones would be very, very nice, because you can center on whatever it is that you're wanting to get in that card or that tag. And so I'm going to center that on there, get that cut out. And this one has a lot of potential left on it, so we're not going to throw out the rest of this. We've got a nice little strip down here at the bottom. We've got all this sparkly stuff there. We've got Wishing You Peace here in the corner that we can reuse. And so we're going to be able to reuse a lot of that. So I'm going to cut as carefully as I can and as close to the edge as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this back. And I'm cutting just inside the line that I made. So I'm not showing that line. And I've got it cut out. Look at there. Didn't take any time at all. And I'm going to hole punch this right about there. And then I would add my ribbon. So that is one of the cards, or the tags. I've got all different kinds of shapes and stuff, but we've got deer. Thought that was really sweet. Actually, I want to do these. These are little animal cards. And so, isn't that puppy dog just adorable sitting in the window? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this back on it. And it's on this side as well, so I could actually cut out one on, well, this has got stuff on the back, so I won't do that. But I want to cut out the one on the front. And I think that won't work. Let's see. I think we're going to use the stocking on it, because then we're going to pick up a little bit of the window and the puppy dog and everything. So I think that would work out really nice. So you just kind of have to play with your cards to figure out what you want to save out of it. So I got it traced on there. We're going to get this stocking cut out. Again, I'm just cutting inside that line. And there he is. Isn't he cute? And again, I would put my little hole punch in there, and I would string it with the ribbon. Isn't that adorable? Now you could go around this with some glitter or whatever you want to do to dress it up. But that's the idea of this. I've got kitty cats. I thought this was another really cute card. Really easy tags. Actually, if you wanted to, you could just cut around the tag, the frame. Let's get this back off. It makes it easier when you don't have the back in the way. And I could do it like this, or I could do it like that, or I could use this again to take care of that. So you've got a lot of ideas. That would be too big. I could do the little ornament. So I'm just going to cut these out because I think they're cute just like they are. And I'm just going to cut a straight line. Nothing fancy. I'm going to save that scrap. And I'm going to save the wishing you a Merry Christmas at the bottom. Just straight lines. Nothing fancy. And cut right down the center. And we have two adorable kitty cat tags for somebody that loves kitty cats. And so I'm just going to put my hole where it's not affecting the actual artwork. You don't always have to center your hole. And I've created more tags. Now this deer is really pretty. And I don't want to miss anything on him. So I'm going to use, I'm probably going to have to find something bigger than this. But I would actually probably cut this out in a circle or a rectangle shape. Or I could cut out the little barn up here. Just a number of things. Another idea for these used kitting lids and the little flats and the bands would be to take this card, and you could either use contact paper or you can laminate it. Put it inside, glue it in place, however you want it in there. Put you some felt on the back, and you have a coaster for the holidays. Okay, this is a really pretty kind of a Currier and Ives type card. And so I've actually got a couple of spots that I could work with these. And so I'm going to just trace around my wood piece. And I'm going to get two different scenes on this piece out of one card. And hopefully I can see the lines good enough to cut this out in this light. You're going to cut just inside that. It doesn't matter if the wood shows a little bit. And I'm actually cutting it way inside that line. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and use it anyway. Now if you find you mess up, you can always put a piece of tissue paper or something on there, but that worked out perfectly. So that's going to be one side of the ornament. And again, I could take some glitter and put around the edge to really cover up my mistakes. And this would be the other side of the ornament. So you would have two sides. They could choose whichever side they want to put towards the front of their tree. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to, if hopefully this glue is not too old for me to use. But I'm going to take, whoop, I guess it is too old. I'm making a mess. But we're going to get it cleaned up. I made a mess of it, but it's okay. It's still salvageable. So I'm just going to place this on here. We're going to pretend that's Mod Podge. And I've already done the back. And now I'm just going to Mod Podge over the top of this to really push that down into that piece of wood. And if you have any edges, you know, rough edges or anything, you can go back and you can sand it just a little bit. And you would want to allow this to air dry. And you could take some cellophane or wax paper, something like that, and let's see if I can push that down in there. There we go. Get those edges in there good and tight. We don't want it coming off of this. So there we have one side done, and then I would Mod Podge the other side as well. I'll allow this to dry first, and then I would attach this to the back of it, And then I would do my embellishments. You can use a clear coat on it, acrylic clear coat spray paint to make it last forever. And so I think that's going to be really, really adorable when it's finished. We have the bags left to do. So I have a little bag and I have a bigger bag. And so we're going to get these done. Okay, this is the big pink bag. And I thought this would be very, very pretty on this. Now this is a larger bag. You can use more than one card. And so we're going to start at the bottom below the fold. And we're going to place that. And I'm going to use some double-sided sticky tape just to get it into place. You can use glue on this, but I think the sticky tape will be plenty enough to hold this card on there. And we can go back and we can glue it. And so I'm just going to put a couple of pieces of tape on here haphazardly, and we're going to place the card on here. And so I'm going to place it kind of centered on the bottom. And then I would go back in with my glue and something heavy to weigh it down. And then I thought, well, this is a big envelope or a big gift bag. So I would place another card here and then another card similar color. I may have to cut it down a little bit. No, I won't. And I can kind of center that, and it doesn't have to be exactly anything. But wouldn't that be pretty? A pretty package to put out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place these. And I'm just going to stick a piece of tape on here. Now this double-sided tape has gotten ridiculously high in price. Just to let y'all know, it is extremely expensive now. So I am going to do this very carefully. Now you could get the little dots that you use for scrapbooking or any number of things to attach these with. And then I'm just going to put a piece of tape in the middle of that. And we're going to get our three kings on there. So, I mean, this is a themed bag. As you can tell, it's all about Christ and Christ's birth. So isn't that a pretty, pretty bag? It will make a beautiful package. And I love the pink and the red together. And it just really draws out the red and the Christ child's wrapping and in Mary's thing. And it says, "He will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace," Isaiah 9:6. We have the We Three Kings. And down here it says, "Come, let us adore him." So I thought that would be a really cute, cute Christmas bag for next year. For somebody. And then I've got the little red bag. So we're going to see what we're going to put on it. Okay, I picked out some ideas for you. The first one would be the snowman. So I could put this on there. And I'm not putting it on the side that folds. I'm putting it on the opposite side. So that would be the first one. For a child, I might do the Santa Claus. Or for, you know, just a gift for someone that might show up at the house, I might do that. So those are three ideas. I think we're going to go with the snowman, though, because he's so cute. And so, again, I'm going to, I'm trying to get it below where these straps are at so it will lay flat. And so I'm going to use a piece of sticky tape to get it started. And then get it centered on my bag, and then I can come in with a glue and glue it down, or you could use those little sticky things that you get for your scrapbooking. And I've shaken my glue up this time, and I've got it, I think I've got it where it will not go everywhere. And I'm just going to run it along the edge. And so I'm just going to do that one edge for right now just to show you. And I'm going to weigh it down. You can use a book or whatever. This is a piece of marble that we salvaged. And we have done quite a few ornaments. Now this one is not sticking down like it should. Probably because the glue was not mixed. So I'm just going to go back in here and fix that. And again, I can weigh it down. We're going to push that down on there really, really good. Let that dry, and then if it gets really cantankerous, I will get that Mod Podge and Mod Podge it to this piece of wood. So apparently that was not the glue part of this, so we're just going to go ahead and put some glue on there. And because I didn't get much on the top, I can take one of these wood pieces and hold it down, and that will dry. So we have done quite a bit. Alrighty, we have cut out some tags, some cute little tags. And aren't they cute? And they're original because nobody's going to do it like you do. And there is the little puppy dog and the dove. We have done a wood ornament partially, but there it is. And that would be pretty on somebody's Christmas tree, I think. Or they could hang it in their window or use it as a tag on somebody else's gift. And of course the back that I haven't attached yet would be on the other side. So it would look like that. And you could actually make sure that this is going to stay good forever by putting some clear coat on it. We've done the Christmas bags for our packages next year. And so that would be one way of recycling the cards. And then for your bigger envelopes, you could actually make a themed bag. And I thought that was really pretty. So we could add a little bow right in here, or we could tie it to one of the straps, and that would be a perfect little package. There are plenty of other options out there. There's all kinds of craft ideas out there. This is something I've had for years, but I didn't have anything in it. And so this year I have added Christmas cards to it. And I'm going to leave this out for a little while, and then I will store it away. But you could actually buy small frames and frame the cards and hang them on your tree, or place them around your house for a little while for the winter months to have something beautiful to look at. Well, I hope you liked some of my ideas today. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite craft idea for the cards, the Christmas cards, or any cards that you receive that you can recycle. Let me know what you think about these ideas. I may do one where I'm making a Christmas card out of a Christmas card, so I'll let you know that in the near future. It won't be long before I do it. I've got some blank cards, so I thought that would be a perfect way to use up some of these cards. May you be fully blessed, friends, and thank you again for watching.